I would say siguro in Tagalog, sobrang taba. Kasi when you say taba in Tagalog, it's somewhat like overweight. Pero if it's an obese, you're already obese, you're super taba in layman's term. And actually, it's a medical condition. It means there's too much fat accumulation in your body, which is way beyond what you should be having. Because normally, the body should only be having, for a normal person, around 12% to 14% of your total body weight should be fats. More than that, there's already too much fat accumulation.
Nag-start ako mag-gain ng weight nung first year high school, nung freshman. Kasi nung grade school pa lang, tsaka nung early high school days ko, syempre nag-e-sports pero napahilig sa luto, tsaka yun nga, kain. So yun, lumaki. Tapos nung nag-college na, pinatigil sa sports, so nag-focus na lang ako sa course ko.
Simula nung baby pa lang ako, nung pinanganak pa lang ako, mataba na talaga ako. Since kahit nung bata pa lang ako, hanggang sa high school, hanggang college, hindi na talaga ako nabawasan ng timbang.
Since na-HRM ako, matapadalas yung pagtambay sa kitchen. Kasi syempre, hindi mo pwede papasok sa klase na hindi ka prepared ng gagawin, di ba? So, tuwing nagluluto, kakain ka rin.
Nagtatry ako mag-exercise dito kahit sa bahay. Pero ayun, hindi ko talaga siguro ata kaya. So, talagang ganun na, nag-stay na ako ng ganito.
Based on the 2030 National Nutrition Survey, the prevalence of overweight and obesity among Filipino adults 20 years old and above is 31.1%. So that's 3 out of 10. Ang dami nun. Sa 10 tao, may 3 mataba or matabang-mataba. And from 1993, that was 16.6%. But in 2013, it became 31.1%. So it almost doubled in 20 years.
Actually, you can be obese or overweight because of hereditary issues, because of your genes. It's within your genes. That's something that, we can't do anything about it. Sometimes it's clinical or medical, meaning you have a problem with your hormones. And most people do not actually know this. Because for them, just because you're eating and eating, you will be gaining weight. But sometimes there's actually a medical condition which is hormonal. But the most common actually is lifestyle.
Yung disadvantages niya is mas bumabagal, mas nagiging prone ka rin sa pagiging antukin. Lalo yung antukin, tsaka yung nagiging parang habit, yung tatamarin ka. Basically, nagiging more on procrastination ka.
Siyempre meron dyan mga tao na ida-down ka, kung sasabihan ka because of your physical aspect na ganito, parang dinedefine ka na agad nila dahil dun sa kung ano yung nakikita nila sa'yo. Pero yung good side kasi para sa akin, I stay on the positive side na kahit ginaganon ako ng ibang tao, kailangan patunayan ko sa kanila na physical appearance doesn't matter.
Yung ginawa ko sa'yo nung inaasar ako is, syempre, sa loob, may inis ka kasi wala naman ako ginawa sa'yo, ba't mo ko asarin, di ba? Hindi naman ikaw yung may katawan, ba't ka mang iinis? Pero naisip ko na lang din na pakisamahan na lang ng tao kasi kung isipin mo rin, pag yung papatulan mo yung yung pang-asar nila, ikaw talo. Pero pag ikaw yung nagpakita na, sige mang-asar lang kayo, basta ako, papakita ko yun ng kung paano yung dapat tratuhin yung tao, di ba? But through it, yun nga, na naging trato rin nila sa akin, normal na tao rin.
Just be yourself. Siyempre, unang-una, wag nilang hayaang i-down yung sarili nila ng ibang tao. Kung may mga taong nanda-down sa kanila, ipakita nila dun sa mga tao na yon na hindi pwedeng i-define ng tao na yon yung kung saan ka mapupunta at kung sino ka talaga.
It's in the person naman kung how you take it. Kasi may iba naman kasi na kahit na malaki ka, tatanggapin ka naman nila. Kasi ako, naniniwala ako na it's character talaga na nagdadala sa tao.